we're gonna do our squat day. We're gonna do 5 reps at 485. So that's gonna suck. Gotta put a good song. It's only 5 reps. Hopefully. My back is super fucking freaking sore. I'm not sore. Just not like training at night. I feel like I don't have sufficient energy, so like I'm tying my freaking pants. So we'll see. I'm gonna do 5 reps. I don't know how much our AMRAP's gonna be though. Our AMRAP will be, I guess, pretty close. We did 1 plate, so I'm gonna do 5. We're a little under the light side today. I can feel I'll lose. This is from my stomach, so. So we'll see. Not that bad. Like we're a little sore. Just have a couple more reps. My front quads are, this portion here is a little sore. This is my positioning. I don't feel like I'm coming in tight enough. So we'll adjust a little bit. The good thing at night though, I can rest like 5 minutes between sets. This portion, that was sore. So that means I was slightly off. I could tell my left leg was working slightly more than my right leg. This next one, we'll get in there nice and tight. Just knock it out. So close to the wall, man. Usually that first one's probably the most brutal. Haven't done them in like a whole week, so your body fights you the whole way there. And we can also like bounce at the bottom, but focusing more on the steady control. Get it fully in there. But we'll see. I want to stretch my quads a little bit more. Like, that's what they didn't get, like a big stretch. I should have had some gummy bear. That would have been nice. first set, get that blood flowing in there. Today we're trying the pump supplement from Animal. We'll see how that goes. But we're okay. Usually, I feel like I'm a little loose on my shoes though. I feel like lifting shoes are the best thing that's ever happened. I feel like even if we do 2, 3 above, we'll be alright, because then we'll be at, next week we'll be at 395. So, the goal is to get as high as possible, work our, get into that 80%, which we usually are. We're pretty close. We're like 78, 79 right now. And then we have some new wraps we bought. So whole good, nice. Positioning and breathing was good on that last set. We could press a little slightly wider, get more of that work in there, but we'll see. There we go. And one more. 50 seconds and then we go. We're gonna do more. For squats, I usually go like right over the belly button. I like my tightest braces. When I do deadlifts, I go a little bit higher, like this. So right now we're slightly higher. I'll go a little bit lower. I want to be right in between your ribs and your hips, so like right there. Just depends on where we're gonna hit up that set. So. Good. Solid set of 5. We were slightly weird no proportion to that one. Overall, the form is pretty good. So, care too much for that form. So, pretty good on our form. Not too bad. It was getting a lot harder to get pushing. Because I'm trying to get my squat form back up. Deadlift we're okay. Squats the one we're. Is it a third set? I'll get one. I think this is a fourth set. I don't think I timed it. Did I? Hold down. I guess a third set. I felt like this is our again fourth set. Oh my god. Oh, and I forgot our accessories go up by 1, so that's gonna suck. We'll try to do one more like super close. See how that feels. So ours are feeling a little better, so. Let's go. That's good. So I have 5 more set, 1 more AMRAP set, I think, and we're done. Yeah, we do our AMRAP, and I should be done. That last one was really, whew. Position was slightly off, like my legs a little bit awkward, so gotta make sure we're in the right position when we do that final set. I'm pretty sure I did 5 though. I think we're done. It's been 3 minutes, but I feel like I'm resting enough to do our next whatever we're gonna do. Probably wait until we're at ERS 5, 6, 7. It's probably just been 4 minutes. I have about a minute left to finish up our final AMRAP that we're gonna do, and that should get us lined up for we start to finish our RDLs, leg extensions, leg press, leg curls, and crunches, and we're adding a set on top of that, so that's why the last 2 weeks are probably the worst, because you still gotta do accessories. Luckily, they're mostly RP 6, 7, or 8, whatever your body's feeling like stress level at that day. I'm pretty sure we're not able to even do 247 today for our leg extensions. I'll probably be a little bit smaller than that. Now for the AMRAP, I'm probably gonna go a little wider. Make sure, not wide, but probably like a neutral stance. Because we did it really close, probably like there. So we gotta be at. So we get our heels digging in. If you're too forward, you're gonna go too much yoke. You're too back, you're gonna tiptoe. So it's really a perfect spot where you're just feeling your power out. So it's a little harder because you really gotta lock in your position before you do anything else. And you'll feel it right away. If you lose power, you'll feel yourself tipping forward, tipping back. So what I usually do, I don't have tape with me, so I'll load up one plate and make sure I kinda, cause these all shift, right? So make sure you get into there and see where your foot positioning is to get that push, cause when you're on the center of mass, you can push up better. When you're not, you're gonna tend to buckle and everything else. So, I mean, still, we're doing 25 reps of 385. It's pretty damn crazy. We're getting out there with how much work we're doing to get all this going. So, I don't even know if we're hydrated today. So. I think we're at 2 minutes now. Alright, it's been 5 minutes. I think we're ready. Our goal is 9. I don't know. That'll push us to 4 or 5. Oh, right there. Let's take the perfect right there. Calm your body down. No rush. Get in there nice and tight. Remember, bend the bar with your back. Late. Whew. That was good position, good breathing. Seven or 8, we hit our goal. Let's do our deals. So we're gonna do our RDLs. So I don't have like flat shoes. Should probably carry some flat shoes. I think next week we'll probably do flat-footed or squat. I debated using my belt for RDLs. I was like, our back's already freaking tired from the squats, so I think who was it, that big mountain dude? He used the new for like freaking 50 pounders. So we'll give it one try. I think I tried it last time. I didn't like them. I feel like it makes me feel a little worse. So maybe 10 reps. Things freaking hurt, especially after we did our squats, man. Again, I had pain. Another 10. I forgot that we still have bent over rows, and we still have all other stuff. Holy crap, that's a long ass exercise. I feel like because our squats are tiring. Probably gonna lower the weight. 165 to get him out of the way. Short and easy. Alright, do our fourth one. Fourth and final. This is I gotta do freaking 8 rows. So see how that goes. I don't like night workouts. I feel like we have energy. Just sucks. Ooh. I'm not gonna lock out with these shoes. It's a weird position to lock out in, so we won't. We'll go like a Do some rolls. Heroes. That's like 2 minutes. Now we're gonna do some hater rolls, 10 reps to 25. Hater rolls because we're gonna work on lifting and then push back. That lower body mid back, especially if you're watching your form. We can actually do better weight. More hater rolls. 255 for 3. We do. I should probably lower my legs. It's kind of like a squat. Like a deadlift. are so pumped. Can't see anything when you flex. They're just like puffed up. All that blood flowing. I'll probably do like a back massage today. So, we'll see. Kind of like the hater rows. It reminds me of like the Olympic pandas. We do kind of like you're lifting it. You get into that position and you lift it like to here and drop. But I think they only do singles for that. I haven't tried these with my belt. I probably should. Right now, next one we'll do it with the belt. See if there's any huge difference. But we shall see. I do want to try Olympic lifting. I don't have like the space to do it, or I have the rack. I need like the bumper plates on, so you can work on the positioning with the backhand, especially when you do your super backhand. These things are freaking soreness. I don't know why we program hamstrings, lower back on our squat day. I don't remember we did that during con. I don't think, yeah, we did it. No, we did like a squat variation, and then we did the extensions and whatnot. Another one. 10 reps again. Is it 3 today or 4? I keep forgetting. That's 4. We get it wider too. My focus on my deadlift is try to do 240. I don't know. I feel like my quads would be too sore to do it. Let's see. Oh no, I feel my quads already. Didn't feel too bad. Okay. Well, we should probably focus on single leg drive. We'll do that towards the very end. Definitely this portion. I think 6 to work this portion here, which I feels like where I have my most issue. This we're okay. It's like this inner portion that we gotta work out more. So I gotta lean back more, kind of work it, get that full extension. I might lower the weight, 200, see how that feels. Get that. So we can focus on just stretching it all the way through. So let's see. And I think when you're way closer like here, it doesn't really, but when you lean back, you automatically feel that here, that nice stretch. That's why you guys see me, I go in, lean back. That way more better. 6 is that sweet spot. Now I'm focused on doing single legs. Oh, we have 4 sets actually, so. So we'll do 1 and 1. You know what I'm craving? Freaking chicken sandwich. And then we get like more out of it. So we'll do, I don't know if it's too late though. One leg of burn. Now this other leg. Quads are burning. You know, get to put it in. Hamstrings. Almost there. Let's have this and then freaking, what else do we have? Crunches. lifting too much for these. Not that crazy heavy we're going on. We're gonna do hamstrings are slightly cooked, so we'll take it a little bit easy on our hamstrings. I do gotta stretch out my freaking arms though. And I still gotta do hip abductors. Oh, freaking legs are burning. Alright. So we can probably do one arm. Should be right on the hips, right? Oh yeah. About 9 or 10. Get to more. Another 10. It's probably gonna be our worst. So messing me up. Everything is sore now. Freaking dying. I still gotta do freaking my inner and outer thigh. I'm sorry. Alright, let's go do our inner